Hey, what is up, everyone? It's Zach, aka Keats39 here to bring you another NBA DFS slate. Uh, Pretty decent slate here. It's a little tougher than the last couple, which should make it more fun in a sense. But as always, we're gonna get more injury news, so gonna go ahead and get right into this one. Um, so first off, I'm gonna start with Delon Wright and Marvin Bagley. We're gonna go look at. I'm gonna guess they have similar rotations today. Unless like Me Too or Barnes were rolled in, I don't wouldn't factor Me Too in too much. But if Barnes is gonna get rolled in, that'd be a big thing. Um, but we're just gonna say that they're out. I'm thinking they're gonna be out. Let me check and make sure that Barnes hasn't had an update. Yeah, that's a doubtful. So yeah. So this was the rotation yesterday. Uh, Buddy Hield or Delon Wright. I'm sorry. Put up a monster game. Was monster chalk. He's going to be monster chalk once again. Um, I mean, rightfully so. Played 38 minutes. He's a stat sheet filler. Obviously, I wouldn't expect this. 16 defensive points. Like, that is absurd. But even without that, he was at 40 DK points. Um, Gets a matchup with the Pacers. I'm just going to click this real quick. Yeah, give up 154 points last game. Um, they don't have anybody that can guard the rim. So if Batazde's rolled in, that'd help some. But I'm not going to adjust points off of Goga Batazde. If Brogdon's rolled in, that'd also help. I'm gonna check and see if last time I saw he didn't look like he was gonna play. Um, yeah, probably game time decision. But yeah, DeLon Wright put 15 shots, 10 rebounds, 9 assists or 8 assists. I'm sorry. Um, 15 shots, like the points were probably on the low end of what he can do. Also had a really good match. Like, so part of the reason why he's such a good play yesterday is because Oklahoma City does give up a lot of defensive points, and he does do that. Won't expect that much today. But at 5.6, you're just clicking him and moving on basically. I honestly think the same thing for Marvin Bagley. 31 minutes yesterday. He played 34 minutes the game before. Just wasn't playing very well yesterday, so he didn't close. They closed with Terence Davis and the starting lineup, I do believe. Um, yeah, I just Marvin Bagley is like he has such a high ceiling. Um, like 30 points is like he's gonna. There's nobody in the that can guard him in the paint. You're gonna see like Sabonis will be on Rashawn Holmes, so you'll see Brissett on Bagley, who Bagley's gonna have a massive height advantage. Um, just really has a chance to put up a big game. And if he plays well, he could probably get close to 35 minutes. I'm gonna sneeze. Um, Outside of him, uh, outside those two guys who are my two favorites, Buddy Hield, his price has gone up, but I do love him. He's going to be there. Like he has 30 real point upside here. Probably going to see close to 40 minutes once again. The 11 rebounds were probably a little high, but the 18 points were low. So um, I think he's one of those guys that if you fit your lineup, you play him and feel really happy about it. Um, Terence Davis, another really, really awesome play for them. 31 minutes last game. He played a lot of minutes the game before. As long as Barnes is out, he has to get minutes. He could play the three, the two, the one. And he always plays well when he gets the minutes. So yeah, I really like Terrence. I like all four of those guys a lot. Even Rashawn Holmes, with no bigs, like he could have a monster rebounding game. So I definitely like him, but he will get some bonus. So there's a better chance of him like getting into some foul trouble or something like that. So, but he's priced well enough where I feel fine playing him. Well, we can just go look at the other side. Sabonis priced up to 10.6, which is like I don't know. Like he has to have like the craziest variance of prices. I bet you I can see a low 8K game if I just click his 10 game log. Um, yeah, 8.7. But yeah, like within the last 20 games, I guarantee there's an 8.3 game in there, 8.1 game there. Price all of it. This is a season high at 10.6. He played 43 minutes last game, and that's with no overtime. They're fighting for the better playoff seed. Um, and they just don't have bigs to throw out there. So he is forced to play a ton. He gets the best possible matchup against the Kings. After coming off of a 75-point game and a 75-point game, you really couldn't ask for three better matchups than OKC, Washington, and Sacramento. So if anyone's in a fancy basketball playoffs with him, you got really, really lucky there. But yeah, like he's just doing it like over those last two, he's having 29, 19, and 12. Like, come on. Really high pace up spot. On another team that doesn't play very many, like Rashawn Holmes and Bagley are really their only true bigs. So that doesn't seem like they have any intentions on playing Whiteside. So you're going to get close to 40 minutes of a ton of shots, a ton of rebounds, a ton of assists. Yeah, like I don't know. Like I don't know if tonight he's going to be really low end or really chalky. I could see either. Like I expect more ownership out of like Giannis and Russ. But I could just be completely wrong, and I'll just translate that into Giannis. I honestly could see him not playing here, like just getting rested. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but I just wouldn't be surprised. They've treated these last two games like playoff games. Third game in 4 days. 37 minutes, 36 minutes, 30 shots, 36 shots, like a ton of usage. I just put up monster games both times. And I expect nothing but the same here against Washington. Washington is playing it incredibly well, fighting to get in the playing game behind Russ and Bradley Beal. With that being said, they do not have guys that can guard guys like Giannis. It'll be interesting to see like Rui's going to match up against him, and that's just a nightmare. Like maybe they'll put like Alex Len on him, nightmare. Daniel Gafford, nightmare. Bertans, nightmare. Like this spot sets up really well for Giannis to just have one of those crazy monster games if he gets the minutes. I will say I'm a little nervous about it for that reason. Like I could see him, even if he plays, I'm like saying, okay, let's take it back a notch. We asserted our dominance, beat Brooklyn twice, even though James Harden wasn't in either time. But yeah, and play him like 30 minutes. Like I think that's very possible. And I could see them just kind of taking it to Washington. Although they're a team that as of late, I just don't feel like they've been doing that. Like they haven't been blowing teams out. Especially a team that's gonna be fighting as hard as Washington. But I just don't think like Washington wants to get in the paint with Russ, and they don't have many great shooters outside Bertans and Bradley Beal. Rollinade is okay. But yeah, they just don't match up well against the big, tall, lengthy guys in Milwaukee. But like if this game is close, Giannis, I think is probably gets another 70-point game here. Finally, going to talk about one of my favorite players of the day, Robert Williams. He's kind of been held back because Tristan Thompson's been playing so well. So we haven't seen like one of those monster games, but he's consistently getting the 25 points. Tonight, no Tristan Thompson. So it's going to be Robert Williams and Luke Cornett. I'm a big fan of Cornett, actually, but I do not think Boston is. Yeah, he's DMP'd the last couple, 20 minutes there. Like, 20 minutes is probably possible. Like, I could see probably 20. I guess 28 to 32 for Robert Williams, and then, 16 to 18 for Luke Cornett would be my guess. And we all know how dominant Robert Williams is. Price all the way up to 6.8 at one point, even in his limited minutes. Yeah, like the problem is his minutes just never get up there. But he gets a beautiful spot against Wendell Carter and the Orlando Magic. And like they just Wendell Carter is not very good. He's very, very skinny. So he can get like Robert Williams, I could see having a ton of offensive rebounds. Obviously, he's not going to do much of the post-up game. But he is very, very active and will get after Wendell Carter. I think Wendell Carter is a big candidate to get a lot of shots blocked here. I just think Robert Williams is a lot bigger and stronger than him, and they do like to play through Wendell Carter. Like he's probably their second guy that leads the charge. Like I could see this being another Obama game because of it. But yeah, like he does everything. Like he's a very good passer for a big. Obviously gets a lot of blocks and steals. That's what he's known for. Great rebounder. He's a good scorer. Like not like a guy that you're expecting to score 25 points ever, but like I like 10 for 10 from the field is very in play when he gets 30 plus minutes. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as always, and be around for chat. Me or Gator will not be in there. One of our subs today is actually helping out. Really knows his stuff as well. So be in there for a lock to get all these late news that are going to come later.